Alrighty, datey, datey. Hello, everyone. Welcome to stream. I don't know. Honestly, yeah, I just kind of blinked out. I was gonna say, I don't think, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm tired. Hello, yes, I'm doing a podcast stream today just because, one, wanted to anyway. Number two, I have some stuff to talk about, and I actually have some stuff I can actually do topics on, so, yeah, so essentially, the reason why I'm doing this today is because, like I said, I have stuff to talk about, but also, I finished Crash. I kind of wanted to take a little bit of break from like a game, anything before I do Last of Us and all that, and I have other things to do today too. So this seemed like the best option and choice for me. So also, I had a long weekend last weekend, which I'll be talking about in a little bit. Yeah, but my god, yeah, we're almost at like let's talk episode 50, which is actually kind of interesting to me. I don't know what I want to do exactly for like episode 50. I feel like it's a big thing, but not like big. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like I would do something small, maybe small things. I do have a new background I've been wanting to use for a while, so I think that might be what I'll introduce it with. I think that might be the only like maybe new, different thing that will change. Honestly, I feel like 100 is more of an interesting thing, but 50 is still not nothing. That's a lot of episodes. That has been done that way. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, so yeah. So at least since like 2018, 2019, I can't remember when the exact first one was. Let's talk wise, but yeah. Ooh, whoa, my god. We're not there yet, but yeah. Hello, Gus, by the way. We're we'll get there. Obviously, I need to do more podcasts and stuff like that. Which I plan to try doing like more this year. Like at least either like once a month or every other month. I'll do a podcast. It depends how I feel. Depends how I feel about it. Cause I don't know. But yeah. So that's that though. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of planning, but also not planning either. Like I said, I do have a new background that I've been wanting to use for a while, so that's probably gonna be. Also, I've not changed my thing yet. I have like my little logo thing on the bottom. I've not changed that yet, and I should have. I'm noticing that little thing where you click to subscribe if you wanted to. I have not changed that yet. I should have. I forgot. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not like important or anything. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like it though. Still, it kind of blends in. It's like a tiny little logo, almost like a what do you call it? Like a trademark or something, you know, kind of thing. It just yeah, there. But yeah. So what I did last weekend, even though that it's usually I always take a break at the first weekend of the month, but I did something. I did something for once. You'd be proud of me, y'all. I did something. I went out and did things. I got to see a WWE house show, which was really cool. Also, my throat is like just a little jacked a little bit right now. I don't know why. I did nothing. I did nothing to it except talking, I guess, right now. I guess I'm being punished for talking. No, I actually did a thing. I did things. I went and gone to a show, which I've been wanting to do for, like, since I was, like, a kid. Wanted to go to, like, a WWE show. I started with, like, wanting to go on, like, a Raw or SmackDown episode, but then as I progressively got older and realized how social anxiety I have, I was like, house show, that's smaller, and I'm not gonna be more likely not put on television. So yeah, that's what I got to do. It was close enough by, and yeah, it was like really, it was such a really fun time. I had a great time with it. It was just I don't know. It's really hard to describe. It's such a weird experience because it's like you see these people and, like, I know a lot of the time with a lot of people who have seen like wrestling shows and stuff like that, they always say like, oh, you see it on TV, but it's not. It's so different and cool when you see them in person. But like it really is just so interesting. Just if like you're used to these people like on TV, you know, flat screen, whatever, and then you see them and they're like, oh, these are human beings. And it's not like I didn't know these are people are human beings, you know. But it's like it just seems so, I don't know, interesting. You like just get to see them wrestle, see their like how they talk and how they, you know, like, I don't know. It's so interesting. I guess it just was like it's really, 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 really cool. And the fact that I got to do that is like actually like it makes me super happy. So yeah, so with that concept, I have pictures, but the thing is, I didn't want to like get every single one of them on my computer, so we are going to look through some of them on my phone. I have my phone thing here. So yeah, I will show you some pictures. I'm probably gonna scour through, just look at a couple. Probably I will forewarn some of my excuse me my picture. I have an older phone, an iPhone 8. Yes, it's an iPhone. Don't come at me right now with that. All right, we're not doing the stupid phone wars right now. All right, I'm not in the mood. But I wanna I don't know, show you some of them. So yeah, they're good. Some of them may be blurry. I'll try to scour through. You're probably gonna see me pop in and out of the frame thing. But yeah, so let's start. I'm gonna pretty much show you like the card I had. It was interesting. So the first one was the first match was Solo Sikoa versus LA Knight. Here is that image of Solo Sikoa, and obviously Jimmy out there too. Really interesting, kind of cool. There's just a couple of these ones there that way. Then of course there's LA Knight. Some of them are videos. I don't know if I'm gonna show off videos, but that's just that, yes, it was in Palm Desert, but that's like that doesn't tell you exactly where I'm at in the world. But yeah, here's an image. I don't want to test the volume. Let me just find, where did my thing go? Oh, it just disappears on it. Okay, let me put it down. I don't know. Well, let's show the clips. So, again, apologies for the very blurry camera I have. So, yeah, wow, very blurry camera. I hate this game. But yeah, so that was LA Knight, yeah. See, very oversaturated pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead a little bit and find some better pictures. There we go. Here's like two other better pictures of LA Knight. There we go. There's that one, and there's this one. I mean, that's a little colored, but yeah. Just one of the, that's what the Titantron looked like. But yeah, no. So this is a really good match. I really enjoyed this match a lot. It was a really good one. It had a lot of Also, by the way, here's an interesting factoid my dad pointed out, because I was with my dad to this. So he's wearing boots here. I don't know. I'm not seeing him on TV in a while. That way, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like he wears his normal I don't know, tape, I guess I'll call it, like on SmackDown. But yeah, house shows he decides to wear his boots, which honestly, smart. Don't want to mess up your ankle that way at a house show of all places. It's just not a good time with that. So there we go. And then obviously LA Knight won, and that was cool. Bunch of comments wise, I mean, like, I'll probably remember some things as I get to them, but yeah. This is LA Knight winning. So boo boo iPhone. Shut up. I don't I'm looking back at the cover now. Shut up. My boo boo iPhone all night. My boo boo iPhone really bad. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Oh, I'm realizing, wow, it's a little slow when it comes on the screen. But it's okay. At least it's not late. Oh, I just realized actually videos then are very pointless then, because they're probably very laggedy. So I will not do videos because there's no point. But yeah, let me get ahead to like the next match. Oh yeah, okay, so this is the only like meh kind of card match, like that, like kind of just, they had a lot of like upper card people / like upper middle card, but this is definitely like a mid card match. So I had Omos come in, and we can't do video apparently, because I realized, very laggy video. But this match was okay. It was just mostly a joke match. So I'm kind of brushing over this one because I'm like, it was okay. There was like really no point for it, but I forgot I took a picture at the after. That's funny. But yeah, that was a meh one. Nothing really interesting with that one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. There was Jey Uso versus Gunther, for the Intercontinental belt. Yeah, this was a good one. I like this match a lot. Oh god, everything is the blurriness of the pictures. I hate it so much. My boo boo iPhone, really. No, yeah. Actually. Yep, Imperium, yeah, so, yeah, Gunther. This was a good match. This is just, I mean, it was not, like, anything too fancy, but it was like, oh, god. Looks like, oh, god. Oh, the lighting. Oh, the bad timing. We're taking a picture where the lights were going off. Oh, good lord. Good lordy. Try taking there you go. That's a better picture of the belt. Yeah, just wanted to image that belt. But, yeah, so, this was a good match. I liked it enough. I mean, I don't know, there's not much highlights. I mean, well, a lot of the chops were interesting. Hearing, like, Gunther's chops, for the first time, like, actually in person, very terrifying. Well, it's not as loud as that was gonna be. It's still, I was kind of more up the middle row, so, yeah, that's quite loud. I can still hear, even from there. It wasn't, like, I imagine front row must have been, terrifying, to hear. Why is it not on screen anymore? I realized it stopped showing it on screen for a second. I don't know when it stopped showing it on screen, but it stopped at one point. So my apologies for that one. Hold on. Let me see. So yeah, I mean, you get the point. You called it Jey Uso thing, and I've been talking anyway. That's right. Okay, so this one is actually interesting. This is, there you go. DIY. This was a weird match. So we had a couple tag matches here. So there was DIY. Tremonto Ciampa, obviously Johnny Gargano came out. If you don't know who DIY is, I just gave names. Then the there's a couple of pictures in here. I'm kind of just rushing through them because I'm trying to get the point. Here's Miz. I didn't really get a great shot of Miz immediately, just because. Right after, yeah, R-Truth, you could barely see him there, but R-Truth came out, which is really cool because I got to see his cool rap he does, which apparently he improvises them, like, every time, so that's really cool. That made me happy. I was joyous about it. So, they were doing the DX thing, which, long story short, essentially, there's, like, this weird kind of, like, I think it's mostly, like, social media thing where, like, R-Truth keeps thinking, like, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, or, like, Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I don't know why, or at least like, I don't know, it's weird. But it's hilarious. And I'm happy because I got to see Judgment Day. I did not get to see Rhea Ripley. I did not get to see her, but I got to see, Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic. So that made me happy enough anyway. I have to see a lot. Oh god, come on, man, putting your fist up in the yeah, there's Dominic there. So yeah, this was cool though. I'm still, oh god, that's a pretty blurry shot. I'm still very happy. Oh yeah, and JD Dillon is there too. I keep forgetting he's put a Judgment Day. I'm sorry. But yeah, this was like a, oh god, blurry. That's a little better. But yeah, but this is a really good match. I mean, obviously a lot of great wrestlers in this match, so there was, like, no excuse. This is just a fun match. There was a lot going on. It was fun. And they were, like, doing the DX thing, jokingly. Which I'll show in a second. I think I took a picture of them doing the crotch, chop, suck it chop, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what else you want to call it. There you go. Yeah, got it. There you go. Yeah. So they did the whole DX thing, which is hilarious to me. I'm really happy about that. That's a really blurry picture, so we will go back and I will go ahead. Because a lot of the time, it's just a lot of, like, just other stage presence-y stuff I took. And then there was, like, an intermission, I think, at that point. Yeah, there's a intermission they took for that time. It was, like, I think a half-hour intermission, maybe. I think. Oh yeah, and then the next match was, let me see what the next match was. Oh, Imperium, that's right. Imperium versus, Let me see. I'm just trying to see what this was because I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, New Catch Republic. So yeah, this was a good one. I like this match enough. Here, let me go back and actually get them in the ring. At least some of them. Ring. There we go. Yep, there's Imperium. Then yeah, there's a couple limits to that. Obviously, there's the videotaping. Then there's Pete Dunne and that. This one was kind of sad. Not sad. I liked the match a lot, but a lot of people were being very obnoxious at this match. This is where the "We Want Tables" chant started kicking in. Which, okay, I'll talk about that in a minute. My gripe, my issues about that kind of concept. But this is a great match. I mean, a lot of good wrestlers in this one. So, New Catch Republic won. So that's really cool. That way. Now, so okay, quickly, I want to before we go to the next part. I want to complain about some things, not about the show itself, because the show is lovely and fun and cool. What I want to complain about more specifically here is I don't like obnoxious chants. I don't like it. I don't like the I don't like people doing like "We Want Tables" chants or the "what" chants. Like I'm not a fan of them. I think they're very disrespectful chants nowadays. Like the only time I think of "We Want Tables" thing is I'll get to it in a second. But like the only time I feel like it's like the exception for that is like if it's Extreme Rules match or tables whatever, you know, like things that involve having weapons, like it's fine, I suppose, you know, because that's where it's expected and all that. But doing like "We Want Tables" in a match where it's just like, you know, a standard match, like come on, stop being obnoxious. Don't be like that. The "what" chant. Someone tried doing the "what" chant, did not follow through, thank God. But yeah, "We Want Tables" did, sadly, a couple times. Very obnoxious. I don't know. I don't like those type of chants. I think they're very disrespectful to me. In the middle of a match, just because it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't care if you're not interested in the match, but you don't need to be obnoxious and like ruin, you know, the whole match just because of your stupid chanting. That's just me. That's kind of my, I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but like, yeah, I mean, the "what" chants, I mean, are cursed. Luckily, like I said, they didn't get picked up there. I mean, someone tried, but it was just like, I think people did not want to do it, but like, yeah, the "We Want Tables." I think at that point, people had enough drinks in where they were able to be like, yeah, I'll do it, and I'll do your "We Want Tables" chant. But, yeah, I think it's disrespectful, this type of chants. I don't know. Just watch the bloody thing, cheer along, but like, don't be that person, I guess is my point. So yeah, if you're gonna go to the show, don't be that person. Don't annoy me like that, where you do like the table chants, you know, like, unless of course, again, it's warranted, which I will say when it's warranted, in a minute, but yeah, just very, 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 very obnoxious. So, we had another tag, matchup. I think it was a 3-on-3? Yeah, 3-on-3. Which, this was the only women's, match of the night, which, you know, kind of bummer, but, still was a good match, though. Good card. We had Bianca, there, which is really cool. Again, I apologize for the blurry pictures, but I tried that way. But we had Bianca there. We had Naomi, I believe. Yeah, Naomi was on the same team. Yeah, really cool. Good to see the glow. Really cool that I got to see Naomi. Considering there was a point in time where, let me make sure that is capturing that. Okay, that's capturing. Considering there was a point in time where she was not in WWE, so it's cool that I could see her. And yeah, it was just really cool. Which, I guess if you're still here, in a minute or two, I'll show you. You're going to be happy. In a minute, but yeah, we had Becky as well. They were all on the same team that way. Really cool that I got to see Becky. One of my favorite wrestlers, that way, that I've always liked too. Just always liked. So yeah, made me very happy that I got to see her. Someone, I will say, really quickly, I'll share the quick story. So, when we were there, we didn't know the card, really. I only knew, like, some bits of the card, but, like, for the most part, like, I only knew the main event. I didn't know, like, the actual card. they didn't have anywhere listing that the card was. I don't know if that was just purposeful because if it's subject to change anyway, might as well just not give it to us. I don't know. But yeah, no. But this like dad and their kid like sat behind us, and I guess he hasn't really been watching wrestling, but he knew who Becky Lynch was, and asked if she was on the card, and I was like, I'm not certain, whatever. But literally the moment that like Becky Lynch came out, like, this guy, I don't know, man. He was a little, you know how people are for Rhea Ripley. I think he's got the hots for Becky Lynch. So we're having fun with this kid too, dude. Come on. But I mean, she's a joy, but I don't know. I'm not that kind of person, but yeah. And damage control. So Asuka, which Gus is your favorite, I know that. Kairi Sane and Io Sky tagged and did a match. So yeah, this was a good match. I really liked this match. This was fun. It had like silly moments, but like it was a really fun match. Yeah, I kind of took quite a bit of pictures of this match with Asuka and everything like that. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this match a lot. It was a good match. I took a lot of pictures of this one because I really just enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, there's one moment where I can't really show the clip because, like I said, it gets laggy when I show clips. But there's a part where they run around the ring and it's hilarious. Oh yeah, it's flipped upside down weirdly anyway. Oh god, it's oversaturated. Oh god. But yeah, the Becky, Bianca, and Naomi won that match. But yeah, it was a good match. Oh god, that was the blurry one. I want to finish off at least with a better one. That's cool. I'm talking. So before I need to get to the next set, or at least the last set, I should say. But yeah, that was a good match. I really enjoyed that one a lot. It was good and exciting. It was that one was like really nice, just because again a lot of just I mean I'm probably biased just because of this, but I love women's wrestling. It's good to at least see it be showcased when it can. Me again, I didn't get to see Rhea, but that's okay. Again, I got to sell Judgment Day, so I think that's kind of like more what makes me happy. I got to witness Dom being booed completely by crowd. That is hilarious, and it makes me happy that I got to see that. But yeah, no, I feel like that's good enough for me. That still made me happy. And honestly, just being there made me really happy. So again, a really good card there for sure. That makes me like super duper happy. So the last match of the card was Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. So this was a street fight, even though it didn't really become a street fight. I don't know. It just kind of stuck in the ring, which is fine. I'm not mad about it. That way. But yeah, this is, oh god, Jesus Christ. There we go. That's a little better. That's as I call him. If we exaggerate the accent. But yeah, people obviously booing Drew there. But yeah, so this was a street fight. So this is the only time where the table chant was cool and fine, because this was a street fight, and so it makes sense. But yeah, this is really cool. Okay. This looks like, I'm sorry, I look back, this is one of the few images I did look back on. This looks like meme material. I want to make this into a meme. I don't know what exactly, but it just looks hilarious to me. Just kind of crop like Drew out, like they kind of blurry just Drew out into something. I don't know. I one day I'll make this a meme. I don't know what meme, but something, because it looks funny. So yeah, I hope I'm not doxing anyone with their phones out like that. Because some people have do phones at some point. But yeah, I did film the whole thing of Cody's intro, his wow, I just blinked, his entrance, Jesus. His entrance, which was really cool, actually, seeing his entrance, that kind of whole feeling of the crowd. My god, some of these photos are so blurry. Doesn't have the lighting either. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why it's so blurry. But yeah, I know that's a nice shot, actually. I like that one, even if it's a little blurry. That's a good one. But yeah, this was good. This was fun. this, yeah, it was just a normal fight. I mean, like, here's the thing though, which was really funny. We'll get to in a minute. But yeah, was with the tables. Also, everyone in the crowd for some reason had their phones out and like with the lights. I don't know why. What happened? What was the point? But it was cool. Either way. But yeah, nice chair shot. But yeah, so the tables, right? So I'll show like him, winning, obviously. And that's it. So that's the last of the photos. The rest is just other stuff. So the tables, though, I want to mention because it's hilarious. So, they tried putting through. Cody tried putting through Drew the tables twice. The problem was, for some reason, the tables were not breaking the way they're supposed to. I don't know what happened or what's wrong with the tables. But at the end, Cody likes doing like speeches, I noticed, at the end of shows and stuff like that. And he was saying, like, as you saw Palm Desert there, Palm Desert tables are made of something else. Which apparently, yes, they're apparently much more durable, which is not good. You don't want durable for wrestling tables. Wrestlers gonna go through them. Excuse me. So yeah, not a good thing, but yeah, I tries twice. First time was the corner. He only got like a little chipped off, and then he threw him through that table at the middle there, and like it didn't break at first, so he had to throw him through it again with the break. It's hilarious. But someone, or actually, two people got to have some table pieces, I guess. So people will remember tables. Yes, tables. I'm saying a lot of tables, and in the sentence, but yeah. Tables, ladders, and chairs on mine. No ladder, but there was a chair, as you saw. But yeah, someone got a piece of table from that, so that's fun. Not me, but it's okay. We want. No, guys, I already talked about my "We Want Tables" chant. I already talked about my problem with that. I already just discussed my issue with it. But no, only time you get to do chants like that, it's like street fights, extreme rule matches, whatever. Things that are likely to have tables out. So, but yeah, but overall, I really, 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 really enjoy the show. I'm really, really happy that I got to do something like that. I've always wanted to go to a show like that, and I got to see so many like really great wrestlers. Again, a lot of good, like it was a good card. It was a lot of like wrestlers I just wasn't expecting to see. That way, like I don't know. I mean, like any of them would have been cool, but like I don't know. I feel like I was spoiled for my first time. I got to see like a lot of like the top like wrestlers. I got to see LA Knight. I got to see both Jimmy and Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa. I got to see Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. Becky Lynch, Bianca, Naomi, Asuka, Kairi Sane, like all those, like I don't know, like that's just like, insane to me that I got to see a lot of them. Like I don't know, I'm just really grateful for it. I'm really happy that I got to do it. It makes me really happy. I know it sounds weird. I don't like I already had like my excitement out, and I still have excitement obviously for it, but it's just like I don't know, like it was insane to be able to do that, and I totally would do it again. For sure. I would love to see more other wrestlers on the card that I've not got to see. I don't know, yeah, but like I'm really I feel really happy about that. So that made me feel good. So yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't really have much else for that segment much wise, but like I don't know, like it was just like a good time, and the fact that I got to do it just really makes me happy. So yeah, that's it. That's really it about that. So otherwise, when it comes to topics of stream discussion, you kind of see it here. I recently finished watching the live action Avatar. So I don't know. I guess spoilers. I don't know how I would just. I guess there's spoilers for this. Yeah, I mean there's spoilers considering. I mean, if you've not like seen the original series or you're just curious of what the live action will look like, I guess I'm gonna probably be discussing it mostly throughout the rest of the stream. So, if you feel the need to pop out now, no worries. I'm not going to be offended. But if you do want to hear my take, whether you seen it already or you just don't care about being spoiled because you're not gonna watch it or whatever, then you can stick around. But again, I will not be butthurt if you leave if you don't want to be spoiled or whatever. So yeah, but no, I just kind of want to talk about it because I watched it. Oh, I'm not gonna up in the original. It's just the live action, not the live action. Jesus, it's just the spoilers. The original. I thought you said you did watch the whole original series, at least the first one. You said you're on Legend of Korra now. You told me this. How? You told me that you finished. Did you not finish up? Are you just watching Legend of Korra out of order? I must know. I'm just curious about this in general. I'm very, very curious. I did when it originally aired. Oh, okay. So wait, but is confusion. Is confusion. Anyway, I mean, well, still, that's why I'm saying the spoiler thing. If you don't want to hear it, because you don't have to stick around. I could try being careful about it. I mean, it's not that different from. I will say it's not that different from. Well, it is and it isn't different from the I'm older. Look, I watched it when I originally aired too. I remember watching the animated one when it was originally airing. I know it. Rewatched it recently again, and I'm actually rewatching it again. Actually, I'm starting to rewatch it again. Again. No, you're going to spoil on. Spoil on. Oh lordy. But yeah, so just essentially, I just kind of wanted to talk about it, only just because I have opinions. I got opinions on it. Not completely bad opinions, but not 100% good ones either. I don't know if these are gonna be hot takes or not either, which is gonna be funny. Probably not. We'll see. I don't know if I get a crowd of people yelling at me, then I'll know it's a hot take. I guess so. So I thought the live action series was at best alright. It was alright. It was not bad, but I don't think it was like, the best thing ever, kind of thing. A lot of the time when I was actually watching, this is my thought process when I was watching the entirety of the series, was a lot of the time I would feel like, man, I want to watch the animated series. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if that's exactly what I should be feeling while watching this, or if I should be like, I mean, I'm not going to say, like, I don't think the initial point of view is going to be like, oh, I totally want to watch this instead of the animated series. I don't think that's what they wanted to say, but I don't think my I want to watch the animated series is more of like, I would rather watch that than this kind of feeling, not of, oh, this makes me want to watch it again because, this made me, remind me like how good it was, but more of like, oh, this reminds me of why I watched the animated series in the first place. Kind of situation. A lot of, like, they cut out a lot. So here's my best way to describe it. It feels like they cut out a lot of stuff, but then the stuff that they did keep in felt like it was very, like, watered down, essentially, is how I kind of best describe how I felt when watching the live action one that's on Netflix, I should say. Because I don't know, like, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the stuff they cut out, I feel like they just don't want to have fun. It could be a nostalgic feeling. It could be a nostalgic feeling that is making me have a hard time getting into it, but I think also my issue about it is a lot of the stuff they cut out was, like, a lot of the fun things. Like, for example, I think, I'll put it this way, here's one of the episodes, I forgot which episode this was specifically, but, I think it might have been, like, the 4th or 5th episode, but they pretty much went to Omashu, and they went through the, secret tunnel, right? And in the animated episode, like, that was, like, a fun episode. One of my favorite episodes, at least in the first season, is, the secret tunnel one. Because it's just so fun. It's silly, it's great, but it also has a lot of good character development with it too. But with here, it seems so like they had the song, right? They have the, Secret Tunnel song, like, briefly, like, mentioned and played that made me happy, but, like, The nomads didn't go with them. The secret tunnel. But like they did not like have the nomads go in with them. Like, so pretty much they already changed so much to the point where like it kind of felt awkward paced because they were all in Omashu already. Essentially, the reason why they were using the secret tunnel was to get to like the Earth King. Like, already it's going all screwy, right? Like, they're already within Omashu going through the secret tunnel. The whole point of the secret tunnel is to get to Omashu, not to be in Omashu, which is weird to me. And already a weird, like, moment. Number 2, only Katara and Sokka went through the secret tunnel. Aang was not there. He was doing something else. I can't remember on the top of my head. That's the thing. I can barely remember anything of, like, the actual series, at least of what they were doing in the new live action. Like, I only have, like, bits in my head that I remember. But the thing is, it's, like, the whole point of secret tunnels, right, in the original series was obviously a lot of character development. It showed, like, growth of Sokka becoming more patient with others. It showed Katara and Aang, you know, coming together. I know some people are not into Aang and Katara. I get that. That's fine. But still, it's nonetheless not... It's nonetheless still in the series. So, and it's still canon in the series, so... at least the animated one, I should say. I'll get into that in a minute, why I'm saying it like that. But... you know, it kind of shows the growth of them, like, kind of getting closer together and starting to like each other more that way. The whole point of the whole thing of Secret Tunnels is that, love will, you know, guide you in the dark, you know, kind of thing. Obviously, it's not the actual... it's good, but, like, forced. Yeah, like, that's the thing, yeah. I mean, I always like them together, but, like, I get why people are not keen. I get why people like Zutara more. Believe me, I've got the whole thing, you know, I got it. Thing that way. But it's just like, you know, I just hated how they did it in the live action because it's like, I don't mind having the power of sibling love, even though actually it wasn't sibling love. Obviously, it was the Badger Moles that, you know, they feel it's so stupid because it's like they way too over like put like what the meaning of the Badger Moles was. It's like, oh, the Badger Moles are the ones that like actually are like the ones that are doing the tunnels and everything like that. It actually wasn't love that prevailed, but it's fine, it's whatever, you know, kind of thing. But they really made a point about it in the live action. It's like, oh, the Badger Moles, you see, they feel emotion and they can feel the emotion of love, and it's like, cool. Not if I know that either will ever prefer them, just not as force, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. But like, I just hate the whole like how over the top they made it. I don't like that it was just Sokka and Katara there. Like, I get it, you know, oh yeah, we fight a lot, but we love each other as siblings because, you know, whatever. But it's so stupid and it makes no sense having replaced that the way they did it. It just pretty annoying. I feel like the way they went about it, I don't know. I think they just kind of, like, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea how they're going to do it, Katara and Aang. I mean, maybe they are trying to do what you said, Gus, not make it seem as forced and build it up more. But God, did it feel like it was non-existent this season. Like, there was, like, nothing, like, at all, really. Like, maybe, like, some moments, but, like, there wasn't any, like, moments of Aang trying to be, like, I mean, not flirt, he doesn't need to flirt with her, but, like, nothing really much of, like, oh, really connecting, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like there's a connection, really. I don't know, I feel, there's, like, it feels like nothing there. There's no connection, I feel like. Like, I don't know. I feel like the way they're, like, executing it, I feel like at the one point, they're trying to do different things and trying to be new and trying to be, like, you know, interesting. But at the same time, I feel like they're playing way too careful. And I think that's my problem. I think, essentially, is they're playing way too careful to not step on anyone's toes. But the problem is, I feel like you're stepping on everyone's toes because you're still trying to, like, look, you're gonna step on someone's toes at some point when working with a material like this. So you might as well step on toes, but, like, you know, do it in a way that's not gonna, like, change and make it feel off-putting, the series. Again, I'm trying not to, like, I don't know, I'm trying to be critical, right? Because, like, you know, I could be, like, nostalgia completely just, like, covering me up here and totally not, like, letting me be able to like fully experience it. Because like, right, here's the thing about the new live action Avatar. It is not really made for people who like watched it originally. Like, it is, but it isn't. It's definitely more for people who've not seen the series and think animation is for kids, quote unquote, right? Like, this is exactly what it's for, because literally, and I quote, they said that they wanted it to feel like Game of Thrones, which is like the most off-putting thing to say. Like, I don't know. Like, when I heard that, I kind of was like a little bit offended by it, because I'm like, why? That makes no sense. That's really stupid, putting it that way and wording it that way. I have nothing against Game of Thrones. It's not Game of Thrones itself. It's more of the concept of what they're saying with it. They're like trying to be like, we're trying to be mature and adult. And it's like, what's so wrong about the animated series? It covered more serious topics than other like adult live action shows I've seen, right? So like, and animated shows, I say too. That way. Like, it's like, I don't understand. Like, the fact that they made Sokka not sexist is weird to me. Now, I know that sounds weird saying it that way, but let me put it like this way. In the original series, Sokka starts off kind of being, like, very misogynistic toward Katara and just women in general because of his tribe setting. A lot of the time in his tribe, women are kind of just caregivers, and that's kind of just their role, versus the men are warriors and they're supposed to protect the village, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's the closed-mindedness, you know, when living in, like, a small, you know, like, small area, you know, that's, like, not near any, like, other cities and stuff like that, right? But then at some point, when we get to, you know, Kyoshi Island, and he meets, you know, the Kyoshi warriors, specifically Suki, he learns that, hey, women are just as capable as men in being able to be warriors and protectors as well. Like, that's a character growth moment. He grows from that. Like, that's the whole point. He's supposed to be sexist because then he learns to actually respect women. You know? Like, he gets to drink his feminist juice, you know? That's the point at that moment, as people, like, jokingly say. But it's like, that's another thing I've noticed people say, and I agree too, 100%, is that, like, the characters don't feel like they have flaws. And that's a problem to me, because it's like the whole point is that the characters grow throughout the series. If they're at their perfect moment, then there is absolutely no point in like watching the series, because there's no point, because you're not going to see them grow. Like, again, they mentioned how Zuko is already likable, and it's like the whole point of Zuko right now in the first season is that he is very intent of wanting to like capture Aang and, you know, go home and be able to, you know, gain back his honor and all that. I would hit the microphone. Gain back his honor, right? He doesn't care about anything else. He's selfish. He's very unkind, and yeah, like he's just, you know, cares just only about like whatever he needs. But by the end of season 1, we already started seeing like small little bits of him, you know, become better. But like, it's only like after season 2 and a little bit of 3 is like becoming more wanting to know what he wants and what he needs, and not what his father wants and what he should be doing, you know, as a titan. Pretty kind of weird how they do it. Like, it just feels very sped up, everything. And I heard people saying, like, oh, this was, the whole thing was written by AI. I don't believe in that, just because the way it's done does not, does feel like someone is trying to get, you know, the stuff, like, just out of the way, like, get the boring stuff out of the way, that way they can do their stuff. I don't know. Like, I feel like they don't understand what made Avatar, I guess, made it really fun, you know, the Sacred Tunnel stuff, the fun, the pirate. It's a fun episode. I've always liked the pirate episode too, and they just didn't even mention the pirates. There was no pirates. which is like annoying to me. How? They also ruined Boomy's character. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it. I don't know if anyone agrees. I hate how they ripped like silly, but he's like, you know, calculated, right? Like okay, my microphone just completely disconnected. Yeah, microphone completely disconnected on me. I apologize about that one. Yeah, no, I got so heated that the microphone was like, "Nah, you need to chill. You need to chill, Carolyn. You need to calm down." Like my microphone was like, "Yo, you need." She went boomy. Yeah. So essentially, let me calm down a little bit. So essentially, I feel like they ruined Boomy because like the whole point of his character is that while he's silly, he uses that as a weapon. Essentially, he's like that got that like, oh, he's a. Am I still cutting out? What is wrong with my microphone right now? Hold on. Sorry, my internet I think is cutting for some reason at the moment. Though it's my mic did cut out at one point. But yeah, I think my internet is being a little silly. So if I'm cutting, let me know still. Cause yeah, my internet's like dropping up and down for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, the fire. Oh, this is fine. Moment. It's the Fire Nation. It's the Fire Nation. Everything changed and everything. It all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Where's the Avatar? Just save my internet. Avatar, save my internet, please. Pretty please. Seriously, my internet is dropping bad. Okay. Don't know what to do. Trying to cut out the propaganda. The propaganda. It's the truth, Gus. It's the truth. I'm telling truth, Gus. The truth will set you free. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh my god. Okay, I think it's finally balanced out now. But we'll see. I don't know. Let me see. Sorry. I was moving things around, so there's cords all over the place. Okay, hold on. There you go. Alright. So, I'm trying to think. What was I about? Oh yeah, Boomy. Right. Again, silliness. I don't like how they. I just don't like how they did Boomy. They made him just a bit too serious, a bit too just like I don't know, high strung. His introduction of the character was really awkward to me. And I just like I said, I just don't like how they just did his character in the live action at all. I think they just kind of completely ruined the point of his character. I think. Again, silly old man who actually is quite strong, is able and capable and very smart. That thing. Instead, they kind of just made him, oh, boo-hoo, I'm sad. Oh, you left me. Oh, the war is so terrible. Oh, you have to learn what the real world is like, gang. And it's like, huh? That's not even close to how Boomy was back in the animated series. He was silly, but, like, again, the silliness was supposed to teach a lesson, not the seriousness. I don't know. I'm just, not okay. I guess it's just everything again feels so watered down. Every character feels like such a weird contrast to what they're supposed to be. I think the only character I felt like that was done well was Uncle Iroh. My day, Boomy was nuts. It's so funny. No, Boomy was nuts. No, he was crazy. He was silly, crazy, weird guy, crazy old man, kind of thing. But like the only character I feel like they've written properly was like Uncle Iroh, which is like I am at least happy about that. Where's Momo? Which like I'm fine with, and I think that's good. It's cool. Wait, where's Perry? No kidding. I don't know why that made me think of Perry. I don't know why. Because I guess it's the way it's worded. But I just like that's the thing too, right? I feel like I think they looked at what people liked about Avatar, and then completely kind of ignored everything else in a way, but like not in a good way, I guess. Like people were like, "Oh, Uncle Iroh, yes, we love Uncle Iroh," and so it's like, good, yeah, we got Uncle Iroh written properly, great. I'm happy about that. That is really fantastic. However, I feel like they forgot about everything else and every other part about the characters and how to make them feel accurate that way. Because even though, like, yes, Sokka will joke a little bit in the series, it's still not the same. He still feels a little too serious to me. I don't know. They announced season 2 and 3, so clearly there's more. So I think there is room to improve here, but there is some good things. I liked how they added some stuff, like, for example, the genocides part of like the whole thing. I think that's cool. Good that they added that story element. I think it's really interesting. It gives us a lot of information to see like how the airbenders were killed off. Like that's, I feel like, realistic to me. I mean, obviously they didn't have it in the original series just because kid show and all that situation. Like I think that was good. And while yeah he wasn't sexist, I still think the development of like Kyoshi, the Kyoshi warriors, and again specifically Suki and like Sokka like learning is like still good. I think they still made that all right for the most part. Like they did okay with that. I mean, they did make some of the references to, like I said, even though I wish the Secret Tunnel thing was done better, they still even referenced the song is cool. They had the Cabbage Man, there. Just yeah, like there is moments where I'm like, yeah, like in Uncle Iroh, they written him really well. Here, I feel like he's definitely got the nice balance of silly goofiness, but like very wisdomatic and has a lot of like good qualities that way that they kept for Uncle Iroh, which is good. I don't know. I mean, I know it's a little weird seeing Zula early on, but I feel like it makes kind of sense to see her now. I feel like that's kind of cool. We got to see a little bit more of her. But yeah, I mean, it's like there is some things I don't hate. I think they did all right for what they did. I think it's all right. Like I said, I think my definition of it's all right, I feel like really fits strong here because like. Yes, there's a lot of things I dislike, but there are some things I liked enough where, like, with the fact that there's going to be a season 2, I like to see what they can improve upon. I want them to improve upon some of the stuff, and I feel like they can. That's the thing. I feel like they're very fortunate because they're backing with Netflix and stuff like that. I feel like they at least have a chance at, like, fixing some of the stuff I didn't really like in season 1. And doing even better with season 2, and like, I think they can do it. I think they have it. I think it's possible. It's gonna take a bit, I feel like, for them to be able to do it, but I feel like they have a chance. I feel like it's possible to me that they can do it, It's just, yeah, I feel like whether or not they like actually listen to whatever the fans say and actually take to heart about some of the stuff, is another thing. So I know some people can be like, oh, well, they just hate it because it's not, they'll never be happy with live action stuff. And it's like, I don't think that's 100% true. Now, I know there are some people out there that are like that, but like, if it's good, it's good, I don't know. Like, it's possible. I think they can do it. I just think they need just a little bit more time on the drawing board. And I think they got it. Especially, I think now with the fact that with season 2, Toph's gonna show up, as a character. I feel like that could be their saving grace for sure. I feel like with the redoing a lot of the characters' dynamics that way because of Top coming in and stuff like that, could definitely work really well. Um, yeah, so there's that. I feel like Zillow's going to be a more prominent character in season 2, and now that we actually saw her a little bit here in season 1, I feel like it's going to be more impactful. So yeah, like I think it worked. I think they can do it. I think season 2 would do great, and obviously if season 2 does really great, then I feel like season 3 will be smooth selling. But yeah, I feel like season 2 is gonna definitely be like the make or break of it though, because it's like with season 1, people are like I said, like it's their first attempt, it's their first try, it's the kind of seeing how everything will go round. With season 2, I feel like that's where they're gonna, I feel like, be able to do better, hopefully. But yeah, essentially with that though, yeah, I don't know. That's about it, really. That's all I got, really, for complaining wise, really. And I guess not complaining wise. I guess one more thing I wanted to talk about, just really briefly, just because I heard about it recently, and I did a little art piece for it too, if you saw my Instagram and not that way. But essentially, yeah, I 2 days ago, I think, at this point, maybe like a day and a half, I don't know. Either way, the creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and other mangas and animes, Akira Toriyama passed away, and I kind of just wanted to do a quick little share about it. Just my little thoughts on that, because it kind of hit me weirdly. It's not like how I felt with like Kevin Conroy or like Stanley or whatever, like like their like passings and stuff like that, but it's definitely kind of hitting me in a way where it's kind of awkward and kind of like, yeah, it's definitely like, yeah, I'm sad is the point for sure. But yeah, just, yeah, I grew up watching Dragon Ball, as you all know. I've talked about Dragon Ball and played Dragon Ball and blah blah blah. I've done stuff Dragon Ball on this channel before. But like I grew up watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z a lot as a kid, with obviously Toonami and Dragon Ball Z Kai at some point too. Even though it was the not really good version of Dragon Ball Z Kai, is the censored version that was on Nickelodeon, but whatever. I'm not gonna get into that whole spiel. That's not what this is. But I grew up watching Dragon Ball. I grew up playing the games. I read the manga. So yeah, it kind of, yeah, it has hit me in a way, because it's a part of my childhood, I guess. Like, I know I don't talk about or do much about like with Dragon Ball as much anymore as a adult, but I still very much enjoyed the series to this day. I still need to catch up with Super at some point. I don't know when, obviously. Hope probably sooner rather than later, in its own messed up way. So, but yeah, I guess essentially what I wanted to just say, in a sense, is that somewhere other, I don't know where, I don't know. I'm not gonna go into belief in God or whatever, things like that. That's not what this is. But wherever is where we go. I don't know, but hopefully Akira, wherever you are, you hear this in some fashion. I don't know what, but I guess thank you for making my childhood that way. Thank you for giving me like just such entertainment with the Dragon Ball series. It was, I can still say with confidence to this day that even though I'm not much into anime, Dragon Ball has always been one of my favorite ones. That way. So just thank you for making my childhood. Thank you for just entertaining me with the great battles and fights and storylines and the games and everything when I was a kid, and at times as an adult still too. Just, yeah, I hope, again, however, wherever you are, you went peacefully and you're having a good life wherever you are now, kind of thing. I don't know, yeah, just kind of a little rough saying this, but just, yeah, again, just rest in peace, Akira Toriyama, and my condolences to your family and friends and anyone who knew you that way, or who knew you personally, or just got the chance to know you. And I never got to know you myself personally, but again, from what I saw from interviews and things like that, you seem like a really cool guy. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not exactly a person with speeches and things like that. But I just kind of want to just acknowledge it that way, just because, I don't know. I just felt like, I just wanted to talk about it just for a brief moment. But yeah, so with that, I'm gonna start wrapping up stream. Update wise, when I stream next time, I'm probably likely gonna stream next weekend, on the 16th. I'm probably going to start, Last of Us. I should be starting Last of Us. I should say part 1. Last of Us part 1. Yeah, I should be starting Last of Us. Or quote unquote starting, even though I'm continuing, off from where I was last. So if you want to watch my first episode, which is probably not that recommended considering it's kind of meh, honestly, but if you want to catch up and see what I was doing before I started off, you can check that out on my channel. I think I have a playlist. Did I have a playlist with more one shots? I probably don't, but it's from the one shot Christmas one shots, so that was a couple years ago. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you can. But yeah, that's gonna be what I'm gonna be doing. I'm probably gonna just play Last of Us for like next 2 weeks, and then I think on the 30th I'm gonna probably start Goodbye Volcano High at that point. So yeah, but yeah, no, next week I'm gonna do Last of Us. So yeah, but with that, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you like it, if you dislike it, comment below what you thought. Let me know what you think about the live action Avatar, if you've seen it at all. I'm curious about anyone's takes. If you think my takes are hot takes or just mild takes, I don't know. Let me know. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye, guys.